Da da dum, da da dum. Yes, sir. It's that time of the day where I play and I die and I play again and I get a little frustrated. Yesterday, we're just not going to speak on yesterday. As far as everybody's concerned, yesterday ain't happened. Yesterday was a filler ep. It's not even canon. And that's what we're going to work off of. Yesterday was not canon. Okay. Let's go ahead and... No. Our outfit does not need changed. Let's get the end of the story.
You may speak.
Last time I was telling you how Sigrun helped me harness my anger and hone my skills. Training with her and my other future sisters, I never felt so challenged. Never felt such belonging. But part of me still couldn't believe I deserved to be there. All that community and purpose and meaning could be mine. Only
What's good, Ben?
the one enemy I was
Nice to see you.
Yourself.
Hopefully your day's been well.
I had to stop telling myself the story of all I could never be because of where I came from. When I focused instead on my intentions and my preparation, that's when I truly mastered myself. But I'm not telling you anything you don't know.
That's awesome.
It's not as though there weren't more trials ahead, more to overcome and master. My point is...
Did you get a friend like online gaming? Or was it like at school? Or was it just like around your neighborhood? He'll probably pop up here soon.
I'm seeing some wise investments here.
That's great. Oh, Tom, I said, what's up? Let's increase this strength. School friend? Well, that's good. Are you guys starting your Christmas break? Or I don't know if you guys call it Christmas break there. I'm not sure if it's like winter break or I don't know. Here in America, the majority of people call it Christmas break. But they've been starting to call it winter break because people have different religions. Well, that's what's up. Holiday? Oh, yeah. I forgot that, like, you guys mainly, like, everywhere outside of the U.S. typically calls, like, vacations holidays. Yeah. I used to listen to these podcasters, and they weren't from Australia, they're from New Zealand. I'm sure they're probably still popular like Australia though. They're called the Misfits, like with Fitz, Swagger Souls, Toby. I don't know. I used to listen to them a lot. I kind of stopped and then I just never went back to them. But it's not like they weren't entertaining or anything. I just stopped. I should probably get back into listening to them. Yeah, I really like them. They always getting into some shenanigans. As far as I know, I'm pretty close to the end. They just had an update where they increased the difficulty of the game, so it's been a lot more difficult lately. Yesterday, yesterday I got too frustrated to where I just stopped even taking the game serious, and yeah. Plus, I was having a bad day yesterday, so it just did not pan out. But we're going in with higher hopes today, better intentions.
Find you, find you!
Just life. I had a really rough day at work, and then I came home and it wasn't that well either. I was a little. It was a mixture of mad and sad, and just frustration. Yeah, just one of those days. Everybody deserves to have um a bad day. Sad to hear. Well, yeah, I appreciate that, but we just gotta keep our minds focused on better outcomes. Like, I'm going in with a much more positive mood this time. If we make progress, we make progress. What's this? Starting from the bottom. Once the task is complete. Wait, what was that? We've already done that though. Weird. Because I remember getting that task complete a while ago. Oh well. Let's jump into the runic. Yeah. Definitely gives similar vibes.
Watch your left!
Whoa, what was that? I got hit with a flashbang.
Bye, Frosted brother!
Okay.
Behind you, brother!
Okay, I'm getting jumped.
Behind you, brother!
There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get this hill. It's just one peep of a blind. I'll be blind. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see. Thrust of 1,000. Let's do this one. Yes. All right. Any other chests we can open? Does not look the sort. What'd you guys play? Strength. Let's increase that strength as much as we can. Strength and defense is what we're looking for. All right. What's this? Different game. He played Minecraft and I played. Oh, where did my? Oh. My phone turned off, so I couldn't see the chat. 1 second. I just played every other game that I own. That's dope. I used to play Minecraft a lot. Me and my old best friend, we made the Bruce Wayne mansion with a secret passageway to the Batcave. Roby! We were just talking, Ben and I were just talking, he met a new friend, and his friend was playing Minecraft today while he was playing some other games that he owned. I was telling him about how when I was younger, my best friend and I, my old best friend, we don't really talk too much anymore. We didn't really fall out. It just was a thing where we kind of outgrew each other, sadly. And that kind of sounds rude to say, but that's the best way I can put it. But anyways, we played Minecraft so often, and we made the Wayne Mansion with a secret passageway to the Batcave. And I remember, like, our last session of Minecraft, we were taking out all the dirt and stuff around the house because we were gonna basically build our own Gotham City and just, yeah, like make street lights, roads, skyscrapers, all that. Oh man, I miss him sometimes. I miss him a lot, but pretty often. But I know he's doing well and I'm doing pretty decent, so that's all I can. It's the best thing I can ask for. Yeah. Oh, his name is Drew as well? That's awesome. What is going on? Okay, maybe I'm not hitting the right angle. Okay. I am. Sounds like an amazing friend to have in life, honestly. Someone who passionately enjoy things. Yeah. Yeah, man. We were practically brothers. Like our moms were best friends. So naturally we became best friends in childhood, and like, man, I'm a tear up just talking about it. But like, we would play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles together. We would fan out over Star Wars together, and just like who has more knowledge about a certain character. He actually, oh fuck, I'm actually tearing up. He actually introduced me to like the old Republic of Dark Nihilus and Revan and stuff. Like before him, all I knew was just the movies. Damn. Um, but yeah, we would play Dragon Ball Z. We actually we made like a superhero comic book together. Yeah, I miss him. I'm sure if I messaged him today, there would be no bad blood, but it'd just be kind of like, it wouldn't be the same, at least not for a very long time, because it's been years since we've caught up. Like, I think the last time I saw him was, let me think. I think the last time I saw him was his graduation. No. It was... We went to go see a movie. I think it was Infinity War. No, we saw Infinity War together. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the last time I saw him was his graduation party. Just a thought. Send him a text just saying you wish him the best. You never know until you try. Friendships like that last forever and catch up so quick. I have friends I haven't seen in 10, 12 years due to my military service, and surprisingly, one of them still holds up really well even today. You know, I'll definitely take that to heart, and I kind of gotta build up my courage to do so because of my anxiety. But I think on New Year's Day, I know that sounds like a crazy way to kind of put it, but yeah, I think New Year's Day I'll reach out to him, and yeah, I think New Year's Day I'll reach out to him and say, hey, I hope you have a good New Year. I know he has a girlfriend now, and drastically increase. And I know he's kind of going through a lot, because his parents are like going through a divorce right now. And that was like my second home. So like when I heard that, like that hurt me. So I can only imagine like the confusion that he's going through. But yeah. One of my better friends in life. I wouldn't know half the stuff I know today without him. I probably wouldn't be as into Star Wars as I am now without him. Because I definitely was like a diehard fan, but like he gave me a reason to like look into it so that we could like bounce ideas off of each other of like, hey, they should make this type of movie and blah blah blah, and they should follow this guy's storyline because of said reason. I can't find anything. This whole This whole map is like traversable, but they don't. There's nothing around. Oh, I guess it was all for this chest that I already got. Someone to help walk with them through the struggle. Yeah. Um. Yeah. And I know, like, I don't want to like make it about myself, but like, I know for me, it's like from the last time I talked to him, there's been so many things in life that have just kind of beat me down, and I just kind of had to push through it. So I can only imagine what he's been through. Like my parents got divorced before I could like even be acknowledgeable about what divorce was, or I have no memory of them together, is what I'm trying to say. So growing up with them being divorced, I was just like, oh, that's just is what it is. She's the only one who's, when she's guarding high, you can still aim for her feet. And it'll go through still. But yeah, I was telling Ben, like, today is a much higher spirited day. I know we kind of hit a sad note real quick, but it's less like bad sad and more of just like, I don't know. I know it's a sad story, but it's a happy story for me personally. Like, because at least, like, even if we aren't friends, we still have those memories, and like I still went through the majority of my childhood not alone, and I'll always be grateful for that. I felt your passion when talking about your childhood friend. I definitely could feel that from some of my past experiences as well, and that made me tear up quite a bit, but mostly for the joy of yeah, like I'm tearing up again just thinking about it. But yeah, and I'm glad to have a I'm glad to have a friend like you where I can talk about this stuff too. Man, I'm fucking choking up. I'm sorry. Uh, Damn, today's an emotional day.
Here's the one Valhalla singled out for you.
Whew. Anyways, Kratos is supposed to go to therapy, not me. I have a. Today is a day I'm glad I don't have a webcam, because you guys would literally see a tear going down my face right now. It's your turn. Get out of here with your stink breath. I hope it was happy crying today. Even if it wasn't, that's fine too. Oh my gosh, that did so much damage. Let's do that again. Oh no. Come down here. Come on. Oh, that didn't do anything that time. Whew. All right.
Ha! I knew you'd get that one.
And then for you too, and I have no problem yelling that from the rooftops. Hey. um, Definitely happy tears. Getting to exchange words with my younger brother. And first time I've talked to my dad in a year since our falling out. That's great. Great day overall, and even better that I'm here chilling with you and anyone else that comes through your stream. I really appreciate that. Um, actually, I have to figure out. When my older brother's birthday. I know it's coming up. I know it's in the 20s of December, but it's so hard for me to keep track because unfortunately my dad was not the most loyal person, and so he has kids all over, and it's hard to keep in touch with all of them, because in order for me to genuinely have a conversation with every one of them every day, I would never be able to get anything done. Like, I would get off work and immediately just be on the phone, and from the moment I clock out to the moment I go to bed. Here we go. We got it. We got it! All right. All right. This is gonna be the run. Oh my god. I was staring at it for a second, reading it over and over, and I was like, hold up. But that's good that you were able to have a conversation with your little brother, and I'm happy that hopefully you and your dad were able to kind of put at least some stuff to rest. And if not put it to rest, at least reach a respectful middle ground, which as far as having issues with your dad, that's about as it's about as easy as you can get to putting stuff to rest. Let's get this perk. It's been a while since I last spoke to my dad.
Not afraid of a little give and take, I see.
Let's run it. Let's run it. Strength. Yeah, let's get that strength. My dad's very old school, so nothing got put to rest, but God definitely told me it was time to let things be. Yeah. Yeah, dads will definitely be stubborn. Last I spoke to my dad, I kind of reached a middle ground with him. Not a middle ground, I kind of just put stuff on the table because he refused to take accountability for a lot of stuff that he just wasn't present for while I was growing up. And he just liked to blame my mom. And one day, this was during COVID, but pre-quarantine. Because I remember I went into Walmart to get toilet paper, and they were out of toilet paper, and he was walking in. Or no, he was walking out, I was walking in. And after seeing him, I messaged him and was like, hey, if you're free on this day, we can meet up at this diner. There's a diner in my hometown called Wilson's. I was like, you can meet me at Wilson's at this time. If you're there, you're there. If you're not, then it is what it is. We're taking advantage of this elemental change. Basically told him, if you're there, you're there. If you're not, you're not. Like, this is me reaching out to you, even though you should have done it to begin with. He showed up, and I just kind of told him, I was like, look, this is, regardless of your excuses, regardless of whatever, you just need to hear how you made me feel growing up. I don't care to hear any of the reasonings behind why you did what you did, but you deserve to hear how it affected me as a child. I just laid it all out to him, and he told me, he was like, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And then he started like bringing excuses, and I kind of let it go in one ear, not the other. And I told him, I was like, I do not mind us rebuilding a relationship as father and son, as long as you can be there for my little sister and my niece, who at the time my niece was a newborn, my nephew wasn't yet born. And I told him, I was like, as long as you can be there for my little sister and my niece consistently, then we can start rebuilding our relationship as father and son. And he's like, deal. And then I checked in with my little sister's mom about 2 weeks later, and I was like, hey, is dad still coming around for my little sister? And she's like, we haven't heard from him in a few days. And so I was like, all right. And then, lo and behold, that following weekend, he messaged me, and he's like, hey, I'm having a cookout. I'd love for you to be here. And I just ignored him. Because to me, I already told you what was put in place to have a relationship with me, and you can't stay true to that. So I'm not going to entertain this. And he can, like, for me, I'm like, well, for me personally, it's like, my reasonings behind not keeping up with my siblings fully is because there's so many of them. And that's an excuse that I can make. That's not an excuse he can make, because he had all those kids. So it is his responsibility to keep in touch with all those kids. And so it's a lot of kids to keep up with, but they're your children, and you allowed them to go through the majority of their childhood into adulthood without so much as making sure you hit them up on their birthday. And that's what irritates me the most. I think I actually mentioned this the other day, not on stream, but just in my personal life. But I remember growing up, for a good portion of my childhood, I think until like, it had to be like third, fourth grade, I legitimately forgot. I forgot I had a dad. Like, I forgot that dads were a thing until he started like coming back around, and I started noticing, like, during parent lunches, that like dads would show up, and I'd be like, oh, that's right, like, I have a dad. But like, I don't really think of it in a sad way anymore. So I'm definitely not trying to make today's stream about that, but it's more of a, what the heck was that? Hold up. The whole house just vibrated. But see, that's why I keep one headphone off my ear normally, so I can hear what's going on. But this time I could not hear what that was. I just felt it. That was weird. But I don't hear any crying, so I don't think so. Like it definitely wasn't like my TV didn't shake. I just felt it like through the floor. It felt like something fell or somebody like fell, but I'm not hearing any crying from downstairs, so it's funny because my dad called me at the end of my prayer. My dad never calls me, and if he does, it's usually at night. He called me in the middle of the day, so for me, that's God talking. Yeah, I feel the same way when it came to me and my dad passing each other in Walmart. I felt like that was my chance to let go of that burden that I held on my shoulders for so long, and take that step to get over a lot of trauma that I've carried with me. And I would blame it on my dad in some way, shape, or form, but like that gave me the opportunity to no longer fall back on that as an excuse. And now, like, me healing from my trauma and stuff, like, now I can fully, like, take responsibility of it as being my work to do. Lack of claiming of accountability is hard to let slide and to come to grips with. I know all too well how hard that must have been, but more importantly, how big of you it is to take the high road. Yeah, you set your boundaries and stuck to it. I love that. That is so big for you and those around you, protecting your solace and peace. There are numerous children out there that have the same experience, and honestly, it's very sad every time I hear stories like yours. But I realize the strength you gained in spite of that fact. You, sir, are very mature and wise. Your words and actions clearly show that. I truly appreciate that. I think, unfortunately, a lot of it had to do with, like, me having to mature fast, because once I realized, like, my dad just was voluntarily not in the picture, like, it definitely made me kind of go on a immature, rebellious phase of, like, whatever. And then I learned real quick that that wasn't who I wanted to be. And it also caused me to seek a father figure in my grandpa. And my grandpa had that grandfather knowledge to give. So half of my maturity, well, I'm sure more than half of my mental maturity comes from his very blunt way of teaching. And I don't mean that in a rude way at all. Like, he just, like, if you were doing something wrong, he would tell you, like, no, that's not the way to do it. This is the way to do it. Whether it's like a lesson being given or a physical task being done. And very rarely did he ever say it in a way that I felt offended or in lack of better terms, like useless in whatever it was I was doing. It was very much a, like, hey, you're doing it wrong, but I understand that you just don't know how to do it right yet.
I'm back to brighten your day.
And so I feel like a lot of my maturity came from my grandpa just kind of jump starting me into being a man. which did it take away from me kind of enjoying being a kid a little bit? Yeah, in some aspects. Not that I didn't have a childhood or anything, because obviously, like, I did. I played with my friends. I watched my animes and everything like that. But it definitely, I got awakened to reality sooner than the average kid. And I'm actually really grateful for my grandpa for that, because instead of learning it later in life, instead of learning like more mature things later in life, I learned it earlier. And then while everybody else was first learning it, I was learning like better ways to adapt and to deal with stuff in life. Like I wasn't having to become awakened to the fact that, hey, this is life and this is how it's going to work. Like, that's one thing I'm very grateful for. We're running this elemental game.
Break the tether, quickly! Try another weapon, idiot!
Oh my gosh.
Kill a monster.
Okay. I'm going to fully invest myself into collecting these realms, and then I will go back into these chats because my anxiety is peaking right now with the timer. But I will still continue to talk and whatnot, and I'll peek over at the chat. But the longer chats I'll have to take a second on, but I will get back to them, I promise. But oh my gosh, we are wasting our time. We're not even collecting anything right now. Take your time, man. I know how it is. Don't worry about us over here. I appreciate that. I always feel rude, like when I see a chat and I'm like, oh, give me a second. But I know, you definitely understand that better than anybody in my circle at the moment. Okay, let's get this yellow. I just want to get to the boat. Where's my boat? Okay. Why am I on Chaos Blades? That's not elemental. Okay. You know what? You're not nice.
On your left.
You're not being Mr. Nice Guy. Just wait. I got Tyr's name written all over these spears. Let's get that strength and defense. We have no need for anything else. Strength and defense is all we need to be looking for. No runics. Nothing extra. Okay, that didn't work. This is a new little area. We're not gonna see what's in the red space. We gotta open up some chests to get some health. Not those ones. Well, actually... Oh, I can't do that. Well, you know... Okay. I glitched the game and it doesn't work. Let me collect this. And then the desert should be unlocked, I believe. Or maybe it's the boat first.
Tightening on your right, you lummox.
Yes, sir. I think that's the fastest we've ever beaten her. Oh my gosh. You know, we might be able to move on to Mass Effect tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? We shall see. 2 shimmering rifts remaining. Oh, it's locked. Okay, we're just gonna keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Kick, push. Kick, push. Kick, push. Coast. Yep, we're going blue again. I know. Okay, Mister. Bow. Man, he was stepping up on me. Hit me with the schmoves. Catching strays. Yes, sir. Kratos sees that red circle and he just drops everything. Yeah. Combo finishers have high luck to increase in stagger resistance, or do we do cooldown? Or do we reroll? Let's do high luck, because I definitely need some high luck strength and stagger resistance. Alright, let's go to these doors. Yes, sir. See, the thing is, though, I'm not 100% certain that this is the last we'll see of fighting Tyr, because I'll show you after this if I can find it in time. Ooh, there is a place up top. There's like a 3rd level that is still blocked off. So, very interested to see what that may lead to.
Incoming dive.
Alright. You know, I have no respect for you, Draugr. Alright. Look, Sans, you better give me some nice work. You better give me something nice. Some schnice stuff. Some schneisty. Oh my gosh. Yes, sir. Oh my gosh, it was just late. Yes, sir. Alright. One more to silver. You know what? We're aiming for that eyeball. Aiming for that eyeball, fam. Yes, sir. Watch this. Cha-cha now, y'all. Do, 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 do. Stomp it now. Two houses time. Two houses time. Cha-cha, never smooth. You know what? We're going to keep him around. Because we know he's an easy kill if things start to get a little messy.
Don't let him flub us.
Oh no. I'm gonna keep him around a little longer. Unless we have to... Oh, see? There we go. So we can make him the 20th enemy.
Oh, not the song attack.
Oh no. I took too much of his health away. Well, that's good to know. If we have to revisit here, we can keep him around at low health to make him an easy 20th spot. Or even keep him around for this portion where the Minotaurs start showing up. So we can just stomp them out.
Behind you. It's charging at us. Only one left alive.
Oopsies. Sorry to upset you, sir, but you're not going to survive this. Sorry to disappoint. Pop, pop.
You've won this round,
I would love to see what that is, honestly. Okay, I will show you. Because we're going to go to a door anyway, so I don't really care about our time extending. I do have to... So it's at the balcony portion. So be patient with me while I try to navigate my way back over there. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's this way. Yes. So... Yes, this way. So you go up here, and it's directly above from here, as you can see. But it's up here. This area is blocked off still. So I'm wondering what that section is. It looks like a pretty big arena. I'm guessing it's like a secret boss after beating Tyr. But I'm excited to see what that is.
Might want to pick up the pace, unless you want everything to get more difficult.
Yeah, no, I do not have access to it yet. And I'd rather you fight it than me, LOL. I don't want my feelings to get... Trust me, if I could access it, I'm super confident with my build right now. So I would definitely... Oh my gosh. I thought I was far enough from it. Yep, I'm gonna get... You son of a son. Oh well, that's not too much rage. Oh, I forgot. This timing is a lot faster here. I don't know why I was just taking my sweet old time. That's wild that
Incoming left
she
side.
basically does a Matrodome from Call of Duty or Marty Dome. I don't know. But like one last attack. You know what? Come on, come on, come on. Alright, good enough. We got what we came for, and that's all that matters. Give me some strength. Activate Violent Maelstrom. Triggers a Realm Shift. Ooh. Oh my gosh. That is going to come in handy when Tyr hops up and the Olympian enemies are around us. But an extra realm shift would be nice too. And that cooldown is crazy. So it's like we got to hit it once, and then if it don't work, then whatever. We're going to go with Violent Maelstrom. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. We got 8 out of 6. Well, ain't that just wild? All right. Once we get out of here, I will scroll back in the chats and read what I missed. Fall game crazy. Where am I going? Sorry, guys. Sorry to disappoint. I zigged when I should have zagged. You guys can growl amongst yourselves. I am busy. Oh, I didn't even come down here. Wow. Well, let's get this. You can't miss out on the masteries.
Only getting harder as you delay, Kratos.
That's fine. We're done. So you can go ahead and talk that trash. Immediately restore. We're going all or nothing, baby. Yes, sir. Give me that. We all know we're gonna need it. Give me the rage burst. Give me getting hit while using a runic attack will restore a portion of your cooldown or restore a relic recharge after use. We all know we get hit during those. This build is looking very promising. Yes, sir. Drastically increase the power of impaling thrust skills. I've actually been forgetting to do that. See, this works for when it's one-on-one, but if I'm surrounded, putting 3 spears in an enemy, that's going to take up too much time. But it is a dope ability. I'm going to go ahead and get that. We're just going to go ahead and max everything out because this is an all or nothing run. Okay. All right, let me scroll back in this chat real quick. I didn't even see you were back yet, Ben. Hopefully I didn't miss you and you dipped. You being close to your grandpa and you learning from him in that fashion is crazy to hear, and I'm glad to hear you benefit from it. I had a similar experience with my grandpa from the age of 9 to 11 as well. Man, we connect on so many different things. Like, that's so wild. Uh, he sounds like he took the role of grandpa serious and cared, loved for you as a father should. He set you up for success in the future by preparing you for what real life is slash was. Uh, take your time, man. I know how it is. I straight up ignore comments sometimes, both on purpose and on accident. Man, I swear, I can see from your body language when you glance over and you see a comment and just completely air it. You just like you look at it and I can see like your eyes twitch as if you're like, what the fuck? And then you just move on. Not entertaining it in the slightest. And like me being who I am, I want so badly to say something, but I also don't want to bring that energy into your comment section or your streams. So I'm just like, I'm just keeping it to myself where I'm just like, this dude needs to shut up. For Sparta, for glory. Yeah. All right, we're caught up on the chats. Uh, but no, like especially like when people, which I see it in you, and I also feel the same way. Like when like you're moving on to a conversation point and whatever, and somebody's still trying to debate a conversation point from 3 conversations ago, and it's like, man, like I have to keep moving on. Like, like I have to keep the conversations moving. Not everybody wants to talk about uh I don't know, Batman for the entire session of the stream and trying to debate who's the better Robin. Like, no. I don't know. That was just an example, but yeah. As much as I can get into Batman lore and whatever, I know not everybody cares to hear it. And so like I'll entertain it for a little bit, but then hey buddy, it's time to move on. Next conversation point, please. Follow along. Or or the I think the other one is which I see it in your comments more than mine, um, which I'm sure eventually it'll start happening. But the people that like don't care about the respect of not spoiling stuff, like I see it in your comments a lot more because people, which I get it, like for example, JJK. Like I get it, JJK is very deep in its anime at this point, and like I get if people talk about the first season, like obviously it's old enough to talk about right now. But if it's like part of the current season, like why are you talking about it on a public scale? Like when somebody's like, "Hey, try to not talk about spoilers," and they're like, "Oh, well, I'm just saying, like I wasn't trying to spoil it. It was just wild that so and so died." Like, okay, thanks.
Kratos. Good. Though our work is serious, it's been my pleasure to know you better this way.
Yeah. I meant to visit you yesterday, Tier, but you see Santa Monica Studios decided to up the difficulty. So we're just gonna Oh, I gotta pay attention to Mimir. He just told me the left one's a ploy.
Know your
Defend yourself.
Alright, that's you. See, the spear helps so much with this portion because the real one is obviously... Oh my gosh, I always forget to back up. I figured that out from Roby's stream. Because before I was getting hit with those left and right. There you are.
Be ready.
Okay. Got a little too confident there, buddy. Oh, I thought I could shoot it back. Alright, we're gonna heal up. Alright, we need to get to that health stone by him. Yes.
When last we fought, I asked what was inside the box you opened. You told me fear, deceit, hatred.
Yes, magnifying what was already in the gods.
But you know very well something else.
Oh my gosh.
Defend yourself. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We're running it. We're running it. We're running it. We got this shit. We got this. We got this. We got this. I don't care if you're Aang. I don't care if you tear the last tear bender. Oh my gosh. Get out of my face with that. Do you not know who I am? I am the real father. Oh, he's mixing it up. This is the build.
Don't get distracted. Yes. Well done.
I need to stop doing that because every time it does not work in my favor.
On your guard. Don't get distracted. Don't lose focus now.
Defend yourself.
Oh my gosh. I take damage from that every single time. Alright, we got this.
Focus, Kratos.
Roby, I'm sorry, but you're gonna want to exit this stream. Tyr, we're cheesing you. We're cheesing you. I know this might be not the most entertaining way to defeat him in combat, because I'm not piecing him up, but you know, getting some spears blown up in his face. That's just how we do things around here. That's how we do it. Oh no, which one's you? That one. Yes, sir. Oh, you pulled up the katana. The katana. Nah. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. Oh, we got this. We got this. No! You beat him yesterday? No! I'm glad I didn't finish last night's stream then. Oh, no, no, no. We're pausing. Oh no. Okay, yep. Oh my gosh. I would have been livid. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here.
Stop, Kratos. I yield.
All right.
Hard fought.
My hands are just slightly sweaty.
Let's see what your mind has worked out.
First off, let's pause this so I can read these chats, because I'm hyped in this moment right now. Sorry to pull away from this moment, but those people definitely test my levels of forgiveness and patience. Yes, I definitely picked up a lot of gameplay tactics from you as well. It helped my runs a lot from watching your streams. You're good, bro. I was waiting to tell you, but I beat him yesterday during my stream. I wanted to see you accomplish the feat without knowing if I did or not. Let's go. Yeah, so I've been passing out around like midnight, but I still have your streams pulled up, but like my body just like shuts down at like basically midnight on the dot.
When the evils of the box were purged, what remained was hope, which
Oh my
you
gosh.
chose to release back to the world.
Yes. After everything, you came back full circle to sacrificing yourself.
My death would have been just.
Yep, and that's where the story ended
Yes.
for Kratos. I really thought he was
And
just
hope
gone,
still lived inside you. From that
but he crawled over the
moment,
edge because there was that blood
one
trail.
might say you brought hope back to these realms after a long slumber. Box or no box, Kratos. Hope and fear and love and hate exist in every one of us.
Damn.
The question is, which will you choose to let guide your actions?
Facts.
Each choice we make shapes our world.
I see the truth of it.
I let respect guide my actions.
I am ready to walk through that door.
Excellent.
Because happiness can be manipulated, anger can be manipulated, respect can also be manipulated. But if you have if you have enough respect for yourself, then like you tend to know when people are manipulating you. If you have enough respect within yourself to know, to trust your gut to tell you, like, hey, red flag, this person's screwing you over, or hey, maybe this isn't the wisest thing to do. Yeah, your respect will respect will put you farther in life than love, happiness, anger, sadness, revenge, hatred, any of those things. Respect. Not to sound creepy, I'm glad you are able to sleep while my streams are on. Yeah, honestly, it's super relaxing because if I'm having difficulty falling asleep, I can just focus on whatever conversation you're on because this is gonna sound weird, but like a lot of things you talk about are things that I think about throughout my day. So like you'll start talking about something, I'm like, man, this is this is like what I was talking about, and then I start visualizing what you're talking about and like kind of interchanging it with the way have thought about it, and it becomes like this perfect blend of like your thoughts and my thoughts, and then it like me visualizing it like makes my brain, it must make my brain think that like I'm dreaming, and then I just drift off. Respect of all those things you stated is the one that isn't an emotion. That is why it is so true in getting us to succeed. Yeah, like emotions can be manipulated so much, especially love. Especially love. What's behind this? What's behind the main door? Is it Zeus? I've been waiting to see.
What can I say to you?
Holy shit.
I remember how it felt to take that throne. All that it meant.
Damn.
And all that it did not. A god of war. God of pain. Of suffering. Of destruction. And the one said I chase redemption that I know I can never deserve. What does that make me? God of fools. A god of...
Oh my god.
You lost everything. And everyone.
That
You became...
his look in his eye is wild.
There is no forgiving you. You chose! I chose. But now, should I, this same man, should I sit, take, proclaim, lead, place myself in service? Service. Should I lose everything and everyone?
Oh
There's
my god.
enough left inside so that I do not become you. I do not know. But I have hope.
He crying. Oh my gosh.
You are cruel and arrogant and selfish. But you are more than that.
Oh my gosh.
Always be more than what others saw.
You're more than that. That's what he told Thor too. He just never told himself that.
More than that.
I think Atreus at one point told him that too. Oh my gosh. That gave me chills. I was starting to think I would have to fight him. Like to fight one's old self to become an evolved one. Oh my gosh.
Well, looks like I missed everything. Did you find what you needed? Glad to hear it, brother.
That's true. That fight, he's been fighting
Done you then.
his inner demons this entire time, so.
What now?
Now,
Similar to the message we received from our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
I believe I would like to sit here for
Believe
a
in
while.
yourself that you can be better. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. I could not have asked for a better way to end this. He needed to settle things with himself and tell himself he could be better. He needed the older Kratos to see the new him surrounded with love, friends, etc. I cried at this after stream, not gonna lie. I was tearing up when his voice started to crack and he just looked at him. He's like, You chose. I chose. I wish there was like a dialogue exchange. Like as if the older Kratos was like trying to talk him out of or yeah, younger Kratos was like trying to be like, no, like this is why we do it. This is why blah blah blah, and like there was like a slight moment of doubt of if Kratos currently was wrong and the younger him was right, and then he just like quickly snaps out of it. He's like, no. I wish there was a dialogue exchange, but this was beautiful in itself. He looked at himself with love for the first time. Yeah. He looked at himself with compassion and forgiveness, which is crazy. I felt when he said that you chose, I chose section was kind of a way of, yeah, just my take on it though. I feel like there's so many different ways to take that. I mean, it's up for interpretation, obviously, like of where it came from within him, and I don't think any way is wrong. This is amazing. All right, let's see if there's some after credits. God of Hope. This is a clean ass build that I made for him. That was a dope way to exit. Facts. It is on the answers we need from the message they gave us. Exactly. It like whatever you're going through in life, that hit you that hit you different than anybody else's way of it hitting. Because everybody's going through their own personal battle within themselves for whatever reason, or they have doubt within themselves for whatever reason.
Well done, Hippo. I had no doubt you would see this through to the end.
Yes, exactly. It hit you where it needed to hit you. So for
I hope Valhalla gave you everything you needed.
so there's no wrong way to think of it. Oh, Mimir gets to bless Sigrun off.
From the front gate for once. Something must have happened in there.
I take
Okay.
it this is a good sign.
All right, give me a second. There are answers you get for you. Can't be wrong, but not everyone answer will be the same. Exactly. This is why you're one of my very, very good friends. Because I could say something and to normal people, well, not to normal people, but to the average person, I would have to like break it down for them to fully like understand what I'm trying to get at. But I could just kind of like throw the thought out there and be like, I don't know how, let me think of a better way to explain it. And then you throw it back to me and you're like, no, I fully get it. Like, this is what you're trying to say. And I'm like, all right, bet. Like, all right, let's get this dialogue.
Freya, I will join you. I will try to be what the people need.
Good. I'm very pleased to hear that. And that you found what you needed here.
I could not have done so without my friends. I am
Friends. Damn.
Valhalla is at your disposal, Kratos. If you have
I think that's the
more you
first
wish to
time
work
Kratos
on
has ever
now or later,
declared somebody a
I
friend.
will heed the call.
You have mastered Valhalla, but there's still more work to be done. Continue the cycle to unlock more of Kratos' memories and upgrade. Memories? Those seeking a challenge can visit the Desert of Lost Souls, the Boat, and the Forum. I'm guessing the Forum is the upper deck, the upper deck that was locked off. There's no end to one's self-improvement. That alone is a quote I will live by forever. There is no end to one's self-improvement. The legacy, rage path, and a special new appearance and armor set for Kratos have been unlocked in both Valhalla and New Game Plus. Let's go see what that is, shall we? If it is what I think it is, we're gonna have to run a whole New Game Plus. Probably not on stream, but just what's this? Okay. The Fate Breaker. Pride. Blades. Let's run those blades. Pommels don't really matter. Old school look. Okay. Well, that was an hour and 30 minutes. That's a nice little wrap up, you know? The gift that keeps on giving. New Game Plus. Let's collect this. I think
Progress, but
that's
always
a
more to be
nice...
done.
That was a nice little wrap up. So it took us an hour and 30 minutes to complete a run. That's awesome. And we didn't have to stoop to knocking down the difficulty as I wanted to so many times last night. Man. I wish exiting this mode was getting on the boat with them. Not this one particularly. It could have been a bigger one, but I wish like sailing away would be exiting into the main menu rather than having to like pause it and leave. But this was an amazing DLC. Plus it was free, and they packed so much into this free DLC. Oh, what's new? What's new?
Valhalla is offering some help. I'd take it.
Oh, now I can buy spirit seals. That would have came in handy before, which I get why they wouldn't. Severely weakening the barrier and slowly drains health until near death for the next attempt for those who defy the limits of Valhalla. Oh. That would be quite a challenge just to see, like basically see how far you can get with your health being reduced. I don't know what kind of person would do that, but definitely not me. Pots are automatically looted on entering a sanctuary. Common chests are automatically looted on entering a sanctuary. That's awesome. I'm very happy that I was able to take my time through this DLC without anything being spoiled. I'm thankful that everything hit how it was supposed to hit, and nothing felt lackluster or like I was excited for every tier fight. I was excited for every restart. I don't know. I was excited for the entire thing from beginning to end. And I think I'll rate this DLC. Ragnarok is a 10 out of 10 as a whole. This DLC particularly, I would say, let me think. Trying to think of like what I would improve. I think if it would give us an option to permanently equip a perk just one time, for like however much, it would have to be for like a lot of spirit seals or souls, whatever. But if it did give us the ability to force ourselves to really grind to build up the currency to buy one permanent perk, I think that would have made this like a straight 10 out of 10 for me, because starting fresh with Like, I mean, you get your permanent relics and whatnot, but I think one perk would have been nice. So I'd say this is a solid like 9.8. 9.8 DLC out of 10. Plus it was free. There was no dialogue cues that we hit like more than once to where it was like, oh my gosh, I get it. Like this person's gonna say this. I mean, of course, um, Mimir and Helios are always gonna say the same thing. Like on your left, on your right, you're on fire. Watch out. Switch your weapon. They're always gonna say that. But um, that never took me out of it. And I enjoyed the fact that they thought about it so much that they were like, okay, these people they're gonna face Tyr many 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 times. So every time you encounter him, he's gonna have a different way to greet you. I enjoyed that. And then also, I noticed that from the last time I fought him, he asked a question and I answered it in one way. And then this time he asked the same question. He's like, you said this, but what do you mean? And like, it forced Kratos to elaborate on what he said the first time. I enjoyed that. Yeah, solid 9.8. And if I could wipe my brain of the memory of this DLC, I would play it all over again. I'm definitely going to return to Valhalla on some off days and whatever. Um, for fun days of streaming. But for now, we will be moving on. And let me look at my dashboard. So tomorrow we'll play Battlefront 2 just for fun. Well, actually no, tomorrow's Friday. We'll start Mass Effect 2 tomorrow. Mass Effect 2 is tomorrow. And then we'll play that tomorrow and Saturday. And then Sunday will be Battlefront 2. Count on a long stream on Friday. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for keeping the conversations rolling. Thank you to Roby for keeping ideas bouncing off. Let's go long string. Yes, sir. Mass Effect 2. Gotta re-enter the world of Shepard. 180 Shepard. Yeah. We're going to head back to space and see what else adventures Shepard and the Normandy can get into. I gotta rewatch my Mass Effect stream, so I'm nice, well and caught up to the happenings and choices that I made. But thank you guys for tuning in. This will be a shorter stream. We're gonna end it before our 2-hour mark, but we did what we came here to do. We beat the game, and we're just gonna go ahead. What time is it actually? It's 9:45, so that means in about 20-ish minutes or so, Roby's gonna start streaming. So make sure, go into these comments. You see Roby right here. Click that profile, hit that subscribe button, and keep refreshing that page till you see that red circle go around his profile picture, and click that and enjoy whatever he's streaming tonight. If he's streaming tonight, I should have asked that to begin with. I don't know if you're streaming tonight, Roby. But I think right now he's in the middle of playing. I appreciate you. Okay. I'm assuming Mafia, but maybe he's playing another game. But regardless, his commentary is always amazing, and he interacts with people very, very friendly, very openly. Be sure to go over to his page, subscribe, and watch his streams. And who knows? I mean, we do know because we talked about it now for however many times. But who knows? Maybe at the top of next year, you might see him and I playing a little multiplayer game of some medieval such likes. We shall see. We shall see. And we might be sharing my face on the stream socials, because I may or may not have ordered that camera, but who's to say? Who's to say? We shall see. But I can tell you what we can see. You guys later tomorrow, 8 o'clock, East Coast. Have a good night.